If you're planning a trip to New Orleans, get ready to experience one of the most vibrant, cultural, and unique cities in the United States. Located in the state of Louisiana, along the Mississippi River, New Orleans is famous for its music, cuisine, colonial architecture, and a lively atmosphere you won't find anywhere else. It's a city that blends history, art, and entertainment in a way that's truly one of a kind. In this guide, I'll give you 15 essential tips to make the most of your trip to New Orleans. The first tip is about how to get there and move around the city. The main airport is Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport, located about 25 minutes from downtown. The best way to get to your hotel is by Uber or private transfer, since public transportation is limited. Once you're in the city, you can easily walk around the main tourist areas or use the famous streetcar, the iconic historic tram, that has become one of New Orleans' symbols. The second tip is about where to stay. The best area is the French Quarter, the heart of the city, where you'll find the main attractions, jazz bars, restaurants, and that charming architecture with iron balconies and cobblestone streets. Another great option is the Warehouse District, a modern area full of good hotels, art galleries, and trendy restaurants. We've created a custom map that shows exactly the best areas and the hotels we've stayed in and recommend. And you'll find the link and QR code to make your planning even easier. The third tip is about the main attractions. Start by exploring the French Quarter, the oldest and liveliest part of the city. Walk down Bourbon Street, famous for its nightlife and live music bars, and Royal Street, where you'll find antique shops and art galleries. Don't miss Jackson Square, a charming plaza filled with street performers and artists, and the beautiful St. Louis Cathedral, one of the city's most iconic landmarks. But don't worry, in the description and QR code, you'll find the link to the website where we always book our tickets and tours for the lowest prices. It's the largest tour website in the world and has practically everything: attraction tickets, tours, and excursions to nearby cities and must-see spots. Everything at the best prices, and you can pay in any currency to save on conversion fees. They also offer great free tours. And remember, through that same link, you can organize your entire trip for the lowest cost. Travel SIM cards, travel insurance for half the usual price, attraction tickets, great hotels we've stayed in ourselves, affordable car rentals, and a global travel account to take money abroad with fewer fees. The links already include automatic discounts that we constantly update, so save and use that page. It'll make your trip much easier. The fourth tip is about the Mississippi River cruises, one of the most traditional experiences in New Orleans. You can take a cruise aboard the historic paddle wheel steamboats, which often include live jazz music and dinner. The tour lasts around 2 hours and costs about $80 per person, and it's one of the city's most classic experiences. The fifth tip is about the Garden District, one of the most beautiful neighborhoods in New Orleans, full of historic mansions with gardens and massive oak trees. It's perfect for a walking tour, and you can also visit the Lafayette Cemetery No. 1, one of the city's oldest and most famous cemeteries, known for its above-ground tombs and atmospheric setting. The sixth tip is about the food, which is among the best in the United States. New Orleans cuisine is a unique blend of French, African, and Cajun influences. Try the gumbo, a seafood stew served with rice, the jambalaya, a spicy dish similar to paella, and the po' boy, a traditional sandwich that's a local favorite. And don't miss the city's most famous dessert, the beignet, a square-shaped fried dough topped with powdered sugar, served at the iconic Café du Monde. A good meal costs around $35 per person. The seventh tip is about the music, which is the soul of New Orleans. The city is the birthplace of jazz, and you'll hear live music almost everywhere. The best jazz bars are located on Frenchmen Street, where you can hop from one venue to another, listening to incredible local bands. Two of the most popular spots are the Spotted Cat Music Club and the Blue Nile. The eighth tip is about Mardi Gras, the New Orleans Carnival, which is one of the biggest and most famous festivals in the world. It takes place every February, featuring parades, costumes, and lots of street music. If you plan to visit during this time, make sure to book your flights and hotels well in advance, as everything fills up quickly. The ninth tip is about the museums. The most famous one is the National Dewartu Museum, considered one of the best history museums in the United States, with impressive exhibits about World War II. Admission costs around $35. Another must-visit is the New Orleans Jazz Museum, which tells the story of the city's music scene and showcases instruments from legendary artists. The 10th tip is about shopping. The best shopping street is Magazine Street, full of fashion boutiques, art shops, and local designer stores. Another excellent option is the Outlet Collection at Riverwalk, a modern waterfront outlet offering discounts of up to 70% on brands like Nike, Michael Kors, Levi's, and Coach. The 11th tip is about how long to stay in New Orleans. Ideally, spend at least 3 to 4 days to explore the French Quarter, Garden District, museums, and enjoy the nightlife without rushing. The 12th tip is about the weather. New Orleans has a subtropical climate, with hot, humid summers and mild winters. The best time to visit is between February and May, when temperatures range from 68 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Summer, from June to September, can reach 95 degrees Fahrenheit, with higher humidity and occasional storms or hurricanes. The 13th tip is about travel insurance, which, although not mandatory for entering the United States, is highly recommended since healthcare here is extremely expensive. A good travel insurance plan costs about $30 and covers medical emergencies, accidents, and lost luggage. The 14th tip is about accommodation costs. A good hotel in the city center or in the French Quarter costs around $160 per night, while simpler options in nearby neighborhoods start at about $110. And the 15th tip is about the energy of New Orleans. The city has a bohemian, artistic, and welcoming atmosphere. It's the kind of place where you can feel the rhythm of the music in the streets, smell the food cooking on every corner, and see the joy of its people everywhere you go. Every corner tells a story, and every night brings a new rhythm. New Orleans is a city that captivates visitors with its culture, food, and unmatched atmosphere. If you enjoyed these tips, like the video, and subscribe to our channel to keep traveling more and better around the world. Thank you very much, and have a great trip.